Hello everyone and welcome back to the Minecraft 1.20 Let's Play. Since last episode I have been aggressively accumulating emeralds. And why would I be doing that? Well, because today is the day that I want to get netherite armor, and I can use these to buy beds to actually get the netherite. A little later though. First, I'm going to create a better situation for our poor sheep in here. My idea is that if I've got enough wool, I can make a bunch of beds, and beds explode in the nether. So that's the strategy so far for the ancient debris mining. Starting first by gathering some spruce, and turning some of the logs into slabs. Back on the farming side behind the bee house, we can add a dock to this hillside in the water. For some reason, I need to make another crafting table though, because I don't have one, to make some stairs. Placing these going up the hill to where I'm planning on the first floor of our farmhouse being. Now the little dock is finished, but I want to include a little boat somewhere along here since this is on the water. I also think there should be one at the armory in this little swamp, and this little overhang space. So using the spruce we've got, I'll make a little canoe type boat with some stairs and some slabs, with some trapdoors on the sides, and a nice chest boat in here so that it has oars and a little bit of storage. I don't think this one needs a sail because it is just going to be moving around the swamp, presumably if it actually moved, but as for the one at the future sheep house, I'm going to do a similar design, very small, but I think since the wool and banners are used for sails, this boat should have one. I've got some wool hopefully in this chest to make a few banners, and I found a sheep banner pattern I can make with the loom that doesn't require any fancy banner patterns, and putting just the one sheep design in the middle so it's not too much, and that's another cute little boat added in. I'm looking through the chests in the barn and I've got a ridiculous amount of seeds, so I'm going to build this little cart, kind of like the ones in the swamp, but I'll put a hopper on top and underneath here for a sneaky little bone meal farm, and it's working. There's probably enough procrastination though, so I should start gathering some blocks to build a sheep farm. The main thing I need for this is actually glass. I want to have some farms visible from the outside, plus the sheep stalls themselves are made mostly with glass, so I'm trading with all of the villagers that I possibly can to get all this. Unfortunately, that used up half of the emerald savings for buying exploding beds, but it's fine. The walls are probably going to be mostly glass, but I do also need some different planks. Lots of oak for some trapdoors and some logs, birch logs too, also stripped, with some planks. A small bit of acacia, and of course tons more spruce, including a fair share of stripped logs. As some window details, I'm planning on using lots of ladders, which means I'm really testing the limits of the poor bamboo farm here. I'm thinking for an easy floor underneath all of the farms, it can be stone bricks. Nothing extravagant, but it works. I want to use a gradient for part of this with some deep slate, tuff, and mossy cobble. To get the mossy cobble, I can use our new moss farm in the village here. With a good amount of that, I can make all of the cobblestone stuff I need. I do, however, need more deep slate though, so let's go on a quick mining session. As much as I don't want to diminish the emerald stash any further, I do need a bunch of bricks to make a bunch of slabs. We've got dripstone lying around, blocks and points, but there's also a ton down here to break that can be turned into even more blocks. I also need some mud to, of course, turn into packed mud, as well as some walls. Another farm that is coming in handy today is the copper aging room. I've been smelting all kinds of copper and slowly laying it all out to age, so hopefully this is enough. I'll just grab some honey from the bees. Even though a lot of this I do want to stay fully aged, for the second to last stage that is a slightly greener color, I'm using lots of honey to wax everything. The last high volume thing I need today is actually glow lichen. I recently discovered how cool it looks on glass as kind of a foggy, dusty effect, so I'll ride the rail all the way down here to bring some bone meal with me, and we can just farm a couple stacks right here. This is a sheep and wool farm, so I should use some wool in this build. However, the sheep at the moment are all white from the time that I needed wool for the pirate ship sails. Luckily, I do have some dyes and some bone mealable flowers. Now that should be all of the blocks to get started on this, so let's get building. Now the wool farm sheep barn is built here over the pre-existing dock. I thought that this boat would be fine here, but it does block a little bit of the floor, so I'll need to relocate it out on the water somewhere. But from the new position we can see the build nicely, as you can see, is quite large. I built a solid stone base for it to sit on because it is sitting in the water and there's going to be a lot of livestock in here soon. The walls are birch and oak planks with a spruce overhang on all of the windows, which there are quite a lot of. The roof is copper again with the brick trim. Oh, and I should mention the cat has been following me around. I'm sorry you're in the water. Just follow me to shore, please. There you go. So remember last episode when I tried to get cats to spawn in the village? Well, it just now worked, and I saw this one, so I had to tame it, so now we've got a friend. Because I'm not attempting to bring it all of the way up to my mansion with the others, I just cannot. But one last touch here, I'm going to make all of the dirt under here into mud so that it matches a bit better. Now I'm going to start the interior by mapping the farms out with glass. It's going to be pretty cramped in here, so I'm going to try to keep all of the villagers in some stalls in the spots between the farms, which might be a little bit weird to try and do, but to properly design this, I need some more spruce. Really? Is this necessary? Was that necessary? Got places to be, alright. So we've got some spruce pillars down, and I'll make some stairs and trapdoors to enclose the space and keep the villagers in their future stalls. For now, I'm only going to set up the first floor of the sheep farms, which means that I need 12 observers, 12 dispensers, and 12 hopper minecarts. This is going to take a lot of iron, and in my infinite wisdom, I actually went caving in between episodes and got some. I don't know if this will be enough, but we'll see. It looks like it is for the first layer, but it doesn't leave much left over. At least for the dispensers, we can go down to our lovely skeleton farm and bring back all of the bows that we need. And finally, the observers. I am a little bit worried about running out of redstone, but that's a future me problem. These farms aren't super complicated. I'll just place the observer so that it's looking at the grass block, then the dispenser on top so when a sheep eats the grass, the observer sees it, and the dispenser shears the sheep. Now that these farms are almost set up, I'll make use of the one shepherd villager that we've got, and buy a bunch of shears. Now we can actually add the sheep in. I'm sure you won't make this difficult at all. Please just go where I want you to. Okay, good. I don't want to jinx it, but so far this has gone smoothly. I know there's all kinds of distractions, it's okay.
A few moments later.
Alright, that actually wasn't super difficult, but now for the villagers. Although, just kidding. First I need to make some string, or get some string, to make the looms, so let's go down to the spider spawner for a little bit. Well, didn't that just take forever? I think I've aged 10 years, but everyone is in place, and before I start trading with them, I'll use some white wool that's collected already and enclose the ceiling. And for some light, I'll use glowstone in here with some colored glass to take away from the glowstone pattern. Although, now that I've done it, I guess it doesn't quite work. We'll just have to put up with the plain glowstone. I'm also trading to make some extra barrels to put at the end to store some extra shears. Now for the entryway, I'm thinking that a stone brick staircase will work, and we can make it look curved and fancy by tilting some of the stairs. Yeah, that works. It's a little bit small, but it's fine. To make it easier to know where each color of wool is, I'm going to make the block behind the villager the color of the wool. That way, I know that it's the hopper to the left of the villager. Oops, oh no. Honestly, that was bound to happen one of these times. This guy does trade for white wool though, so that kinda sucks, but now that I've done all of the colors so far, there is a duplicate of blue wool, so I'll disable the shears and dye this one gray. I have a couple of white sheep in the auto farm right now, plus that one gray one, but I don't have any black or brown sheep to trade their wool, so I'll just have to use the white, which didn't get us far. So I'll just have to use my emerald stash again to level these guys up. At least to the level that they'll trade me beds for nether mining. So half of them are at that level, but I've run out of emeralds. I can get more up here at the pumpkin and melon farm. However, since I am running low on emerald collection methods, these are actually going to be used to buy the beds so that we can actually go netherite mining here. Before we buy all of those beds though, let's grab all of the shulkers I've got, and the shells I guess. We can craft some chests, and there. That's the beginning of a shulker monster right there. Okay, we've got 4 shulkers full of beds so far, but just for fun, we can bring some random colors of wool with us to make some beds. And over at the bamboo farm, we can use the planks for the beds as well. The last thing before we go to the nether is enchanting. As you can see, I've got a lot of levels from trading, and it's actually been a while since I've died. Not that I think I'm going to die in the nether, but I kind of do. So we might as well upgrade our armor before that happens. My helmet is kind of trash, my pants are decent, and my boots are fine. I don't have any good enchanted books, I don't think, but I'll try to enchant regular books to maybe add some armor that I don't want to like fully disenchant, but my helmet definitely has to go. Although, for this, I guess fire protection would be good for the nether. But no, I just want respiration, I think. My chestplate does have Unbreaking 3, but no good protection, so that can go too. Alright, I've got some decent enchantments. High protection and Unbreaking 3 on both, but I've got some books too, and one will upgrade my sword's sharpness. But now that I've done that, it might have been a bad one to do first. I think it costs like 11 levels, so that's cool. But I can upgrade the feather falling and the protection on the chestplate, so now they're actually both protection 4. I do need to get mending on both of these now. Unfortunately, I only had enough to buy one book, so I'll put it on the chestplate because I think that is more important to keep. Let's also check to see what potions we've got. It looks like I don't have any fire protection, which I thought I did, but I'll take the health one though, just in case. I could trade with piglins to get the fire potion, but I don't think it's worth it since I do need to save what little gold I've got for netherite. Finally, let's head through the portal and into the land of fire and all things scary. Oh, and I should probably sit the cat down. That could be bad. I've already got a tunnel down to level 15, so let's get exploding. Hopefully, I survive this. Now, I think that I've got enough ancient cinnamon rolls to upgrade our armor, so now we can move on to the next step, which is getting the new upgrade template, which is kind of a pain because we need to find a bastion, but at least we'll most likely also find some new armor trims while we're there. Oh wait, is that one? I can't even see anymore, I've been in the nether so long. It's just like nested right in there. Very unassuming. Oh, it definitely is, okay. So far, so good, I think. Hopefully I can just block myself in most places and just raid this place. Okay, I've broken into their vault and stolen their gold, but I'm really hoping to find an actual chest here. I've headed up and I think this is the main chest area. Or, well, underneath it at least. Ooh, a new armor trim. But no upgrade template. Okay, I'm getting a bit more confident in here now. We'll see if that's actually a good thing or not. Oh, I found another chest. But no template. There aren't any angry toes outside though, so I think I'm safe. This is a weird bastion generation though. There's actually no lava in the middle, which is like kind of the main challenge here. I don't see any brutes around here, so what I might do is just swoop into the middle and pile up. And they're angry. Oh no, but I forgot they can shoot me. It's fine, that was a bad idea. Okay, I'm running and hiding. Hey guys. Okay, new plan. Since there's no lava, and I'm kind of afraid, I'm going to tunnel like the little tunneler that I am. It's very brave, I swear. And I've reached the center. Let's see. Yes, it's here. Okay, I've got it. Now we can leave. Well, that was very scary. I did not enjoy that journey, but now I can use this template and duplicate it using the diamonds and these stacks of netherrack that we've collected. So now we never have to go back there ever again. We also got new armor trims, which is cool, and it means that we've got 4 different trim designs we can use, once we upgrade the armor of course. So let's smelt the ancient debris and get some of our gold. And finally craft the beautiful netherite ingots. And now all of our armor can... Actually, I need to get mending on my helmet first, because I don't think you can enchant them after. Alright, hold on, let's get some emeralds. And now over to our lovely library. And thank you, good sir. Now we can finally upgrade everything. And the achievement, yes, this looks much better. But there's something we can do to make it look a lot better than this. Armor trims, and we've got the 4 different kinds, so the way I see it, we need to use one of each. And I also want the gems I use to be in this order as a sort of gradient type thing. This armor might be a bit chaotic. But there we have it. Much better than what we started the episode in. Okay, I was putting some stuff away when I noticed something out of the corner of my eye. The dragon egg is just chilling up here on the roof. Why? For what reason? I don't think I did anything, but anyways, I'm going to take it back because what the heck. There we go. Now back to the sheep barn. There's something this place is missing, and that's a Jeb sheep in this window here. I'll get a name tag and change it to Jeb. Now to take one last sheep away from its home. Please just get in the display case, it's fine, thank you. Wonderful. Next, I want to get some walls and map out a nice pen for the remaining sheep. Come with me, sheeps. There. That gives the cows a much bigger space to roam. That is, until I breed a whole bunch of them for leather. Anyways, I'll add a bucket of water and some plant life, a couple of crates scattered around, and some hay bales because it makes sense. I like the sheep banner out here on the boat, so let's grab it for a second so that we can duplicate it, and hang one on either side of the entrance outside. Now I think this is a cute little area for the leftover sheep. Trading with the shepherds means that we've got some banner trades, so I'll buy some of those, as well as make some with all of the wool that's been farmed so far. And the idea for these is to make some hanging ropes with banners on them, just around this general area. One last one over here, and yeah, just a little bit of color around really helps improve the area, I think. Under the farms at the dock, it's looking a little bit empty, so I'll just dot a little bit of small drip leaf around, trying not to use too much. And with the final drip leaf touch, I think the sheep farm is complete. We've got the outside area for the outdoor sheep, inside is looking good with all of our shepherd villagers. I know there isn't anything on the second floor, and I need to build the next row of wool farms, but honestly that is not a today thing. But with that, that is all of the time that I've got for today's video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.